And we are on air.
Hi guys, my name's Brianna and today we're going to be doing the Quarantag, so let's get right into the video. So A-Dubs or Alex Weiss started this tag as just something to do while you're in quarantine, and I decided to do it, so let's get into it. There's 40 questions, so I'm going to try and go through this pretty quickly. It's been really hard because I really thrive off of other people. However, only certain people, as I do have anxiety, and some people can really drain my energy. But my close friends, they really help me get through everything. So I have been trying to do socially distant hangouts, like I did a socially distant movie night with a projector in the backyard. Today I went for a socially distant bike ride and just stuff like that, so I could at least see my friends and talk to them and stuff, and it's been helping a lot. I am also still working though, and so I do have somewhat of a schedule, so that's keeping me going, and obviously I do still have school. It's just online now, so I do have a schedule of things I have to do every single day, so that is also helping me. I am quarantined with my family, which includes my mom, my dad, Aiden, my brother, and Wyatt, my brother, and also all of our animals. Other than that, no. During quarantine, I have still been working and doing school, so I haven't been doing much of anything else, but I have been writing songs and whatnot, and one I wrote for Elle recently, that's on my channel, and I have some songs coming up that I've written during quarantine, and I'm sure I'll write some more, so you guys could go watch that one or keep an eye out for the new ones. The last purchase I made was this little thing that sticks to the corner of the wall that has catnip in it, and it's like a self-groomer, so Dusty can like rub herself against it. I'll show you guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, precious kitty. I'm not sure what my quarantine meme is, but between now and when I'm editing, I'll figure it out and I'll insert it on the screen here. The last person I texted was my friend Elle. I went for a bike ride with her today, so I was letting her know that I got home safely and telling her about some funny stuff. So I said, I'm home, also wild. I got catcalled on my way home, laughing emoji. So I was riding my bike home from, like, we were riding like together but like on opposite sides of the street, you know, social distance, whatever. And like I had just dropped her off at her house after riding bikes around, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so I came home by myself, and I was in front of an elementary school, actually, and this dude in some, like, working van passed by and catcalled out the window, but it was so loud with, like, all the traffic and wind that I couldn't even hear what he said, but he was just looking at me, and I was like, mm. So I told her about that. Last person who texted me was Fiona. I have no clue why. She just sent me this really pretty picture of flowers. I'll put it on the screen. I'm not sure actually, so let me take a look. Last person I video called was Fiona for 1 hour and 48 minutes. And that was a week ago, so I haven't had any video calls recently. I've been working every single day. Yesterday was my first day off this week, so haven't really had time because when I come home from work, I have to do school. So, yeah. I am really excited to just be able to be spontaneous again. That was always my favorite thing, was me and my friends were just hanging out and we could just be like, let's go do this. Well, now, if we're doing something, we can't even go get food because we can't be in the same car because it's more than 6 feet. Like, it's just so frustrating. I just want to go do things in the spur of the moment. I also really hate not having company when I'm doing school and stuff, because Fiona used to come over almost every day after school and we would just she would take a nap and I would do my schoolwork, or we would clean my room together, or we'd both do school. It's just, even if we were busy, we were just in each other's presence, and I just always love that, and I've been missing that so much. So I just can't wait to just be with people in general. I don't really have any goals specific to this time period of quarantine. I'm just working on things in general, so quarantine goals specifically, not really. This is a hard one because honestly, my diet hasn't changed too much during this quarantine. I would have to say, what have I been eating the most of? Celery, I think, actually. I love celery and peanut butter. It's so good. I think that's what I've been eating the most, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to that. So I already showed you the last picture on my camera roll. It was that picture of flowers that Fiona sent me, but I'll show you again. I saved it when she sent it to me, so that's why it's the last picture on my camera roll. This is a hard one because I don't even drink coffee. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I literally can't think of anything. My life's pretty much the same, just less. I haven't, like, I'm still working. I still have school. It's just like my social life that's changed, so yeah. Let's check. I have no idea. It's probably very high. Oh my gosh, it's so high. I'm so embarrassed. It's 6 hours. I mean, I'm not that embarrassed. Because, I mean, 6 hours, that's not even a lot. Because, I mean, think about it. If I check my phone in the morning, maybe when I wake up, I'm on my phone for like a half hour. Then, like, while I'm babysitting, let's say I babysit for 6 hours. I'm sure throughout that whole time, every time I glanced at my phone or checked it or posted something on Instagram, I'm sure that's like a half hour right there. Then when I'm doing schoolwork on my laptop, I always look things up on my phone. So if I'm doing schoolwork for like 4 hours, that's probably like an hour right there I've been on my phone. So that's 2 hours. So that's just like 4 hours of downtime of me staying up late on my phone. So it's not the best, but like, that's not terrible. Definitely going to be Instagram because that's something that I can do even when I'm at work or something, because babysitting isn't super involved unless I'm doing a task with them. You know, if we're just sitting on the swings, I could go on Instagram and stuff. So probably Instagram, but then when I'm home, definitely a tie between YouTube and Netflix, because if there's a show I want to watch, I'll be on Netflix, but if there's not, I'll spend so much time on YouTube, so. I don't know any TikTok dances, so that's a hard one. I don't even have TikTok. I mean, I see TikToks on Instagram, so like I've seen some TikTok dances, but like, I don't know. Like, I know there's one where it's like, and then you go back, and like, and then you go back, and then, what else? Didn't even notice the punches, no. I'm trying to remember. Didn't even notice the punches stuck to roll with. I think. What else do I know? I don't know. I just maybe know some TikTok dances from watching them on Instagram, but I never actually like learned a TikTok dance, but maybe a video idea? I don't know. The last song I listened to was not my own music. I was outside and my dad or the neighbor or someone was playing music, and it was some country song. I'm not sure what song it was. So yeah. My boyfriend. So. The worst part of quarantine has been my mental health, because I really lean on others to cope with it, and not being able to do that has been really hard, and I've been struggling quite a bit, but I'm not going to share too much on that, so we'll just leave it at that. The best part of quarantine has actually been the things I have been able to do with my friends. You know, in the past we never would have done stuff like this because we just would have hung out and something like that. And it's been fun to have to be more creative with like the stuff that we do, things that we could do distanced from each other. I do miss the other types of things we have done and I can't wait to be able to do them again, but it's just been fun also doing these sorts of things, you know, like I said, with the projector, with the movie, and like bike ride. And I mean, I've gone on bike rides with my friends before, but that's not like a common thing we do. So like it's just been really nice. I watched a movie recently that was really good, but I can't remember what it was called. I'm gonna have to check that. The movie was called About Time, and it's like about time travel. It's a really old movie, but I watched it recently for the first time, and I liked it a lot. As for shows, I've never been into reality shows before, but for some reason, I've been really digging them. So I watched 2 reality shows recently that I thought were kind of funny and interesting and like, you know. The first one that I watched was Love is Blind, where like a bunch of people meet each other but they can't see each other, and like then they have to get married, or like, well, they don't have to get married, but like they propose before they see each other, and then like they basically see if it's gonna work once they do see each other. I thought that was a really interesting show, an interesting idea. And then the second show was Too Hot to Handle, which was also a crazy show, and yeah, you should check them both out. If game, they mean like a phone game, it's something Picture Cross or something like that. Yeah, it's called Picture Cross, and you like put in little boxes across to like make a picture, but like you have to follow the numbers and like figure it out. It's kind of like Sudoku, but instead of numbers, it's boxes that you like fill in or put X's. But if they mean like a game, like in-person game, I played deck hockey with my brother in a video actually. If they mean like a board game, I have no idea. I can't remember. The meaning of life to me is to spread positivity and find happiness. For me, as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. Also, I do want to spread positivity to others so that hopefully others can find happiness as well. It's kind of like half and half between focusing on yourself and also giving that to others. Probably the city. I haven't been to the city in a really long time and I miss it, and can't really do that right now, so yeah. Let's see. I'm not actually sure. My last Google search was Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, so I could look up the lyrics and make sure I had them correct, because I did a cover of that. Last event. What event did I go to? I went to a fashion event. I think that would be the last event, because I mean, I've done stuff since then, but not events. I vlogged the fashion show, by the way, if you wanted to see. It was 2020, but early 2020. I kind of already said this, but just being with my friends. Something new I've tried or done. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think, like I said, my life hasn't changed that much. I guess like the movie thing is something new. I've never done that before. Done a projector movie thing outside. We just recently got the projector, so it's just new in itself. So yeah, I guess that's my new thing. I'm not currently reading something, but I am going to be starting a new book soon. However, I did read some books recently. The last book I read, well, I read a couple children's books, like Roald Dahl, like not like picture books, but like they do have pictures in them, like small, short chapter books for kids. Because I've been reading them at my job at babysitting, because the little girl really loves them. But for myself, although it is for myself, they're books from my childhood, and I want to read them all this year because I haven't read them since I was a kid and I miss them. But like an actual like adult book. The last book I read was 5 Feet Apart. I've seen the movie and it is my favorite movie, but I've never read the book, so I read it and I loved it so much, and I highly recommend it. Today I am grateful for the weather. The weather has been really in and out lately, and having good weather is so important right now because if the weather is bad, I can't see my friends because of quarantine. You know, we need good weather to see each other because we can't go in anyone's houses and stuff. We have to be outside and far away from each other. And if it's pouring raining, we can't be outside. So that's been what I'm grateful for. The weather was so nice today. It was so nice out and I'm so happy. Like I said, I went for a bike ride today. We stopped and took some pictures at Town Hall of each other, not together. So that was the last place I went, to Town Hall, to take some nice pictures in this beautiful weather and ride our bikes around. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm still in school, just online, so I guess I've learned a lot because I've been doing school still, so. But specifically, I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's find out. I didn't finish watching it, but I've seen it already before, so it doesn't matter. I've been watching a lot of Lucas Cruikshank lately, and the video was called Testing Troom Sibling Pranks. I've been binging him a lot lately, but I was watching his videos last night, so that was one of the ones I watched. Like I said, when I was at Town Hall, we took some pictures, so you guys could see some of those, and maybe I'll put a couple on the screen. I'm not really sure at the moment. I think it's really important to highlight charities and causes and whatnot, but I don't really know which charities are doing the most right now to help what's going on in the world, so I don't want to say something and it's wrong because I don't have good knowledge on that at the moment. So I will just say is that wherever you live, find out what organization is helping out your area the most during these trying times, whether it has to do with the medical field or helping people lost their jobs or anything that is going to be helping people who are struggling in these times, and support those because you don't live near me. So even if I picked one out that I think is important, it's not something that you would want to do. You want to help out your own communities, which is completely valid. So I would say just do your research, and if you can contribute, do it. I don't think I've been any more absurd or ridiculous than usual. I'm honestly not sure. I can't think of anything. Let's find out. I have no idea. My last phone note is titled Covers That Line Up with Ages and has 22 by Taylor Swift, All My Daughters by Dodie, which has 25 in it, My Face by Dodie, which has 20 in it, and that's it. I know there's a lot more that I want to add to that, but I guess I didn't finish it because I love to do covers at the age that's in the song, so I like to keep a list of it so that I don't forget, and every time I reach a new age I can be like, okay, what songs do I have to cover this year? I don't know, it's kind of silly, but I like it. Right now, I am just afraid that this is never going to end. Obviously, I know it's going to end, but when? How much longer are we going to be in this? Because so much is changing, and I just want to be able to really enjoy the time that I have with my friends and whatnot. Like Elle is going to be going away to college next semester. I want to be able to have the summer with her and just be with her. And if this isn't over, I won't be able to do it as much as I would like to. And it's just stuff like that. Like, I'm really afraid that I'm going to lose out on a lot of experiences, which I am well aware that that is very petty of me. There are people out there really struggling. Okay, the video got cut off, so I'm not sure what the last thing you guys heard, but I know that my fears are very petty because there's so much more things going on in the world that are more serious, especially right now. But I'm the type of person to believe that everyone's opinions and feelings are so valid, and just because someone has it worse than you doesn't mean you're not allowed to be upset or feel what you're feeling. So no matter who you are, what you're struggling with, whether you're upset that you're missing your graduation or you're upset that your concert you wanted to go to was canceled, no matter what it is, you have a right to be upset, and you should not feel shamed for being upset about missing out on things. I wish that this would all remedy itself, that they will find a vaccine very soon to give it to everybody so we can go back to normal life, and that the government or organizations or whatever it is help people get back on their feet who were hit hard by this, and that everyone will be okay. Sadly, yes, my grandma did get sick with corona, but she is doing much better, so it's all okay. And I have heard of some other people here and there, but that was the one closest to me. So yeah, that's kind of sad, and that's the last question. I want to end it on a bit more of a positive note. So I just want to say to you guys out there that it's okay. We will get through this, and it may be hard, and everyone, no matter who they are missing out on something in some way, shape, or another, whether it's super small or really big. Everyone's being impacted, so just know you're not alone. And if any of you guys are struggling out there, I myself am very busy, but if I can, I will be there for whoever needs it, so please don't be afraid to reach out. With that being said, I am going to tag my friend Chris to do this video because he also has a YouTube channel. I will link it down below, and who knows if he'll actually do it or not, but either way. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Happy VEDIM, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah!